One of the most fascinating and underappreciated biochemical paradoxes in human nutrition is the so-called folate trap, a situation where folate, despite being present in seemingly adequate amounts, becomes stuck in a form the body cannot properly use if vitamin B12 is lacking. This hidden metabolic bottleneck reveals a delicate interdependence between these two essential B vitamins and underscores how even a well-intentioned diet or folic acid supplementation can fail to prevent serious health consequences if B12 deficiency goes unrecognized. At the heart of this trap is the reaction catalyzed by the enzyme methionine synthase, which requires both methylfolate, 5-methyltetrahydrofolate, the main circulating form of folate, and vitamin B12. In this step, methylfolate donates its methyl group to homocysteine to regenerate methionine, a process that also converts folate back into tetrahydrofolate, THF, the versatile parent form needed for DNA synthesis and cell division. But when B12 is deficient, methionine synthase cannot function. Methylfolate accumulates in the blood and tissues because it cannot unload its methyl group, effectively trapping folate in this single unusable form. Meanwhile, THF levels drop, crippling the production of DNA building blocks needed for red and white blood cell formation, the same mechanism behind the megaloblastic anemia seen in both folate and B12 deficiencies. This paradox can lead to dangerous misdiagnoses. Because folate supplements or fortified foods can correct the anemia by forcing red blood cells to mature, it's possible for B12 deficiency to be masked, with the true neurological damage of B12 deficiency continuing unnoticed. Over time, this can result in irreversible nerve injury, including numbness, balance problems, memory loss, or even dementia-like symptoms, consequences that no amount of folate can fix once they take hold. What makes the folate trap even more intriguing is its subtlety. A person can eat a folate-rich diet or take folic acid supplements and see normal or even high blood folate levels, yet still have a functional folate deficiency at the cellular level if B12 is inadequate. This means standard blood folate tests can give a false sense of security, missing the underlying problem. The trap is especially relevant in populations at higher risk for B12 deficiency: older adults due to declining stomach acid or intrinsic factor production, vegans and some vegetarians, since B12 is found almost exclusively in animal foods, individuals with gastrointestinal disorders like celiac or Crohn's disease, or those taking medications such as metformin or proton pump inhibitors. From a preventive standpoint, the folate trap highlights why it's critical to assess B12 status before using high-dose folic acid supplements, especially when treating anemia or in populations vulnerable to B12 deficiency. It also reinforces the wisdom of consuming a balanced diet that provides both folate from greens, legumes, and other plant foods, and B12 from animal products or fortified plant-based alternatives to ensure the smooth operation of these interconnected metabolic pathways. Altogether, the folate trap is a striking example of the body's biochemical elegance and fragility. It reminds us that nutrients don't act in isolation, but rather in intricate partnerships, where an imbalance in one can silently undermine the effectiveness of another. By recognizing and respecting this interdependence, we can avoid hidden pitfalls and harness the full health protective potential of both folate and B12.